Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. This is biology session, plasma membrane part 2. In part 1 we have done some activities with which we learned that what is a saturated solution, what is a normal solution. So in order to understand the movement of particles or molecules through the plasma membrane, we are doing some experiments. Let us try to understand more concepts related to this movement of molecules across the membrane. Okay, let us continue. So lab activity, in order to understand the concept osmosis, let us think how water goes in and out of kishmish. Okay, we have done two experiments. One is taking a dry kishmish, keep in the tap water. So after 1 hour we observed that the kishmish swells due to the entry of water from beaker into the kishmish. And we have also done another experiment where in which we kept that swollen kishmish in a saturated solution, saturated sugar solution, and after overnight we observed that the water from the swollen kishmish comes out and the kishmish shrink. Okay, so in order to understand that concept further, we are doing the experiments. So the secret involved in those experiments is it is the layer that permits water to pass through it. How does it works? The cells in the outer layer of kishmish permit water to pass through. That is nothing but the osmosis. So in order to do this experiment, osmosis experiment, we need the materials: 1 raw potato, big size; 1 boiled potato; 2 beakers or bowls; 2 pins; water; and a sharp knife. The procedure: take the raw potato and boiled potato, peel off the skin. It is very easy to peel out the skin. Peel off the skin. Now here, cut the potato into pieces, cut the potato into cube shaped pieces. So take the raw potato and boiled potato, peel off the skin, cut cube shaped cups from them as shown in the figure previously. Prepare few ml of saturated sugar solution. What is a saturated sugar solution? Where solute is more in that solution. Pour the sugar solution in the potato cup to a level as shown in the figure. Mark the level of sugar solution by piercing the pin. 2 pins already we kept ready. So you have to mark it by piercing the pin in order to mark the level of sugar solution. So keep the potato cup in a beaker or a bowl. So here we have cut the pieces. You have to take a piece. You have to make a scoop. Okay, in this few ml of saturated sugar solution we have taken, and we have marked the level by piercing a pin. Okay, kept it in a beaker. Now pour water in the beaker or a bowl to half of the height of the potato cup. Okay. Leave the arrangement for half an hour and note your observations. Okay. Then repeat the above experiment by taking sugar solution in the beaker and water in the potato cup. Note your observation and compare with that of your previous one. Okay. So we have conducted here simultaneously two experiments we are doing, two lab activities. Okay. By comparing the potato and kishmish activities, do you find anything in the common? Definitely. What is it? So here also, when we pour sugar solution in the potato cup and water in the beaker, here water from the beaker enters into the potato cup, whereas when you pour water in the potato cup and sugar solution in the beaker, okay, here the concentration is less inside the potato cup, so sugar enters into the potato cup. Okay. So the final arrangements when you do this experiment, just like the first water from the beaker enters into the dry kishmish and kishmish swells, and in the second experiment, when the swollen kishmish kept in the saturated sugar solution, the water from the swollen kishmish leaves the kishmish. Okay, only here the movement of water molecule is taking place. Okay, when you keep when you pour saturated sugar solution in the potato cup and keep in the beaker containing water up to 3/4 of the potato filled with water, okay, in the beaker, the water molecules enter into the potato cup to make it the saturated sugar solution dilute. Next, when the sugar solution is taken in the beaker and the inside the potato cup, when we take water, okay, here also the movement of molecules takes place. Okay. So from your observations, you can conclude that water always moved towards the sugar solution, but not the sugar solution towards the water. What might be the reason? The reason is difference in the concentration of the solutions. So such a process in which water molecules moves towards the sugar solution due to the process of osmosis. In Greek, osmos means pushing. Osmos means pushing. We see that the movement in osmosis is from a less solute concentrated to a more concentrated water in any set of solutions when they are separated by or separated through a membrane. Okay. So here the movement of water molecules takes place when water and sugar solution are separated by a membrane. The water molecules move from low concentration to high concentration. It takes place until the concentration becomes equal on both sides. Okay, this is called osmosis. Movement of solvent molecules through the membrane. Okay, here another experiment that is filtration. To understand how the materials may be moving in and out of cells through the cell membrane, let us do the following activity. To perform this activity, we need the materials like 2 beakers, a funnel, filter paper, retort stand, sugar, coloring agent, that is a dye, and wheat or rice flour, okay, a small quantity of wheat or rice flour, then 500 ml plastic bottle, and the cotton cloth. Okay, these are the materials which we require to perform this activity. The procedure is, first step 1, arrange the filtering apparatus as shown in the figure, or the alternate method also you can follow. Here 2 methods are given. The first one, conventional procedure, where we have to arrange a beaker and a funnel. In the funnel, filter paper we have to arrange, okay, and we have to prepare the solution. And the alternate procedure, we need a bottle, plastic bottle you can take, you can cut the bottle, then you can keep the funnel inside and keep a filter paper inside the funnel. Okay, this is the arrangement. Any of the method you can follow. So second step in the procedure, prepare a wheat or rice powder solution in a beaker by adding 1 teaspoon of powder in 100 ml of water. Okay, add a drop of tincture iodine to the solution. Okay, here as we have made a starch solution, when you add a tincture iodine, it turn blue in color. Now pour the solution into the funnel. Now observe. Okay, pour the solution into the funnel and now observe what happens. What remains on the filter paper or a cloth? Either you can use a cotton cloth or a filter paper. What did the filter paper or cloth allows to pass through? Which substance is not allowed by the filter paper to pass through? Why are the certain substances not allowed? So here, when you pour that starch solution or the rice flour or wheat flour mixed with water and iodine added, the blue color solution, when we pour in the funnel, the starch particles are the flour particles will be retained in the funnel. That filter paper allows only the water molecules or water to pass through the filter paper or cloth. Drop by drop it will fall into the beaker or in the bottle. Means here we have to assume that the filter paper functioning similar to as a plasma membrane. A cotton cloth is imitating the plasma membrane. It is allowing only certain particles or certain molecules to pass through it. It is stopping certain molecules to pass through it. It is allowing certain molecules to pass through it, and it is obstructing, it is stopping, it is preventing certain molecules to pass through it. Okay. So here the cells also act in the same way, allowing the substances to pass through the plasma membrane. With the understanding of the above activities, let us try to understand The nature of plasma membrane. So the first one, it allows water to pass through it. It allows certain materials dissolved in water to pass through it. It will not allow certain materials to pass through it. Allowing only certain materials to pass through is called the permeability, permission. The permeability, only certain substances or certain materials are passing through the membrane. Okay, that is called permeability. So it is only allowing certain substances, so it is called semi-permeability. So the plasma membrane is called semi-permeable membrane. The membrane which allows only certain substances to pass through it is called a semi-permeable membrane. The substances which are required, those substances only it will allow. The substances which are not required, it doesn't allow to pass through it. Okay, that is the wonderful function of the plasma membrane. The outermost extremely delicate elastic membranous covering of the cell that separates its contents from the external environment is called plasma membrane. Okay, it is the outermost membrane, protective membrane. Okay, the protoplasm of a cell consists of two parts. What are they? Cytoplasm and nucleus. Protoplasm is equal to cytoplasm plus nucleus. So plasma membrane is selectively permeable because it allows entry of certain substances, exit of some substances, while preventing passage of remaining substances. Okay, see the concept here. Plasma membrane is selectively permeable. Previously semi-permeable, the term we come across. Now selectively permeable we are using because it allows entry of certain substances freely. Next, exit of certain substances. Certain substances come out while prevent the passage of remaining substances. It will prevent. So that's why it is a selectively permeable membrane. So plasma membrane is a living and flexible membrane. Living and flexible membrane. Okay, children. So here the plasma membrane, we come across the term osmosis. Let us redefine the osmosis. The water molecules also move across the membrane through special channels. The movement of water, we can consider it as a solvent. The movement of water or a solvent across the semi-permeable membrane from a region of its higher concentration to a region of its lower concentration is referred to as osmosis. Or in other words, osmosis is the diffusion of water across a semi-permeable membrane like the cell membrane. Okay, so this is osmosis is the movement of solvent molecule or water molecules along a concentration gradient of water through a semi-permeable membrane. You can define in your own sentences. Okay, osmosis is the movement of solvent molecules or water molecules along a concentration gradient of water through a semi-permeable membrane. Or another definition, when two different concentrated solutions are separated by means of a semi-permeable membrane, the movement of molecules or ions or substances or particles takes place from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration until the concentration becomes equal on both sides is called osmosis. Osmosis is a physiological process. It requires a living membrane. A plasma membrane is required. Whereas diffusion is a physical process. Okay? Diffusion can take place in all states of matter. However, it takes place faster in the gaseous state. Okay? Diffusion occurs in solids, liquids and gases. But whereas osmosis takes place only in the liquids. Okay? More about the plasma membrane and its functions we are going to study in the next class. I hope you understood. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.